just going to work. And I think in my nearly 40 years in this industry, this is the one thing that I have come away with the best feelings that we're going to make a difference. And it wasn't just, it was a very skillful chairperson, the former tourism minister of Pakistan, Mrs. Bakhtiar, who is an activist in women's issues. And it wasn't just the fact that we also had at the meeting some of the people who've been really questioning the role of the industry in all of this. The Equations group from India, who are saying that women are exploited and there is sexual harassment and a whole host of things. The whole thing just came together. There was open discussion, there was strong exchange of views, and at the end we've come up with a platform for research, because there's not too much statistics. There's lots of anecdotal stuff here, but we've come up with a platform for research. We're going to do an annual report with the UNIFEM group in the United Nations systems.
UNIFEM, for the audience that are not familiar with that acronym?
Well, UNIFEM is the United Nations something for female. And it's the organization which is really doing all of the work on MDG3, which is about gender equality and ensuring that children aren't abused, those kind of issues.
Well, I think it was really important, her being there, because I know as the day progressed, there was a need for the input of the bigger picture about women's equality, empowerment, security. Without that, you kind of get lost at the tourism level.
Yeah, it's not that you get lost, but you're in a goldfish bowl, and you think that the problems are all around this goldfish bowl, when the problems are much bigger problems of society. That's actually a sort of analogy that you can apply to tourism generally. And I think the value of this think tank format and the way it just gelled on the day was that we were able to move back and forward between the goldfish bowl and the big world. And at the end, I think we got a set of recommendations which were not just relevant for the industry, and the first time the industry has had a platform for looking at women's issues, but it was also a nice fit with what's going on in society generally. And for our part, I mean, the Secretary General was talking about this afterwards. He's made Madam Bakhtiar his special advisor on women's issues, which is a big plus. And he's committed that we will integrate this work into our next year's work program, have a specific part of the organization dealing with this, and importantly, find a budget to make sure that it gets carried on. So we were delighted.
First, update us a little bit of where we at with the STEP initiative and program and foundation.
As far as the STEP program is concerned, which was launched, if you recall, in 2002 at the Johannesburg Sustainable Development Summit, we said at that time that we wanted to institutionalize a program which took, on the one hand, sustainable tourism, and the other hand, elimination of poverty, and brought them together. And our plan at that stage